Hey guys, welcome back. This is the market review for October the 11th, 2022. And before we start, I just want to address the reason why there was no video for yesterday, for October 10th. And this was because October the 10th was a bank holiday in the US. And whenever there's a bank holiday in the US, the liquidity in the market is not that high. So I treat them as a weekend day for me. So it's not a day where I journal setups, as there's not that much liquidity. And that's also why there was no video. So with that said, let's get right into it. And again, I'm gonna start it off by looking at the economic calendar for yesterday. And as you can see, there were no high impact news events for US dollar, only this medium impact news event at 12 p.m. Let's look, 12 p.m. didn't do too much. A little bit of volatility, a little bit of liquidity infused into the market, but not too much. Okay, so let's get right into the setups. And the first setup is again a setup around 2 a.m. So as we've seen, 2 a.m. is quite a good time for Bitcoin to make a run. And the setup is right here from the low to the high right here. I'm gonna draw out the Fib tool. What we can see is we broke market structure right here. So this high right here is broken and this right here is also broken. Oh, actually, there we go. As you can see, market structure is broken on this up move, quite a quick up move above these highs right here, and then price comes back down. There is a there is a fair value gap. Just had to look if I have the right one. There's a fair value gap right here, right around the equilibrium, a little bit more into discount. And what we can see is price drops back down into a discount, goes into this order block, but stops right here. Maybe on a lower time frame there would be a fair value gap down here. But as I said, I do not have the lower time frames available to me. I only have the 1 minute. That's the lowest time frame. But what we can see is price drops back down into a discount, fills the fair value gap, and then starts to move higher. First taking out this high and then eventually filling these imbalances right here and attacking this high, and this high over here. On this move up, which starts at 2:13 or like 2:15 in the morning and goes all the way until like 2:40 a.m. So that's the early morning move with a nice setup on the 1 minute. After this, price came down to the daily open again, so it kind of consolidated around the daily open. And then at like 5:40-ish, price starts to move away from the daily open, and then eventually it breaks higher. And in this up move right here, there's a couple of setups, with the first setup being here at 6:20 a.m. from this low to this high right here. And as we can see, we're already in an uptrend from here. Like we moved up, came down, and then broke this high again. Sorry, that was the wrong one. This one broke that. So we broke market structure, so we expect price to go higher, so we're looking for longs. We can see there is a small fair value gap down here and an order block with this down close candle. Price comes back down into a discount, fills the fair value gap, respects the fair value gap beautifully, and also touches this order block but doesn't go through it, and then it shoots off, takes out this high, takes out these highs over here, and then comes back down. And here we have the case that we have like consecutive entries. Like this was the first entry to catch some of this up move, and then right after this follows the next setup, which is also visible on the 3 minute. And if we can see a setup on a higher time frame, we go to the higher time frame. Just makes sense. So what we have right here is, I mean, we have a teeny tiny fair value gap right here on the 3 minute, which is quite high up right here. And actually, let me see if we have another fair value gap on the 1 minute chart. And we do not have a fair value gap. Okay, let's go back up to the 3 minute. But what we do have is price respecting the order block. As you can see, this down close candle right here is the order block, which price runs into, doesn't go through it, but the bodies of these candles respect the body of this candle. If you look at my cursor right here, the line which extends from my cursor, if I put that below the bodies of these candles, you can see they respect this order block beautifully. That's what we want to see. So respects the order block, runs up, runs this high over here, and then it comes back down into the same order block, touches this order block again, goes into it, and then eventually it shoots off. Let me show that on the 15 minute right here. That's where we were, and then it shoots off to take out this high, fill these imbalances, take out this high and fill these imbalances. Didn't attack this high though. And after this, price dropped down, and I want to show you what it attacked here. Let's go on the weekly candle. Weekly candle on the weekly chart, that's what I meant. And let's mark out this low right here. And that was the previous week's low. Put that to the right. And now drop back down into the 15-minute chart. And what we can see is price touched it here on Monday, went then back up, got some liquidity, moved down, quite volatile, like on this down move, crashed through, took the liquidity from down here, moved back up and moved back down once more yesterday after lunch, and then it consolidated up. And after this down break, which happened from like 8:30 to 10 a.m., we have an up move right here, and in this up move we have a couple of setups, quite clean setups, quite nice setups. And like right here in this up move, we dropped down, and then price started to reprice higher to get to these highs up here. And I'm gonna go on the 1 minute, couple of 1 minute setups, and I mean, possibly, yeah, you could see this as a setup right here, from this low to this high right here. If I draw this up right here, you can see price drops, I mean, it consolidates a bit, drops down into the discount quite quickly, into this order block, and then moves away from it. So that's a setup on the 3 minute, but it's not the cleanest, and therefore I'm not journaling it. But what is cleaner is the setups that followed. So after this, which we just looked at, this was the drop down and then a move away. And here we have a nicer setup from this low to this high right here. We can see with a big fair value gap right here. And price first moved above this high, so we're still in uptrend. Price then moved back down into the fair value gap, into a discount. Not, I mean, there's no order block here. Well, I mean, this is the order block, but on the 3 minute, I think, yeah, on the 3 minute, this down close candle is the order block, which we touch, and then price rallies away again. So on the 1 minute, this down move is the order block right here. These down close candles is the order block. we move into this, we move into a discount, we move into the fair value gap, and then price breaks away again, taking out this low. And here we have some consecutive entries again, like as we see happens quite often when price is really repricing towards something. And here we again have from the low to these highs right here. And what we can see is a fair value gap right around equilibrium right here, which price moves into, fills it. As you can see, the bodies of the candles respect this fair value gap quite nicely. It starts to move up into a premium, and then it drops back down once more into a discount, respecting, as you can see, I mean, it respects this down close candle quite nicely, moves into this down close candle on a higher time frame. This is the order block. It moves into it, and it respects this order block quite nicely in the 3 minute. Like the bodies of these candles respect this down close candle quite nicely, as you can see, and then it moves away. So again, this is the 3 minute. On the 3 minute, this order block is cleaner. It respects, or the bodies of these candles respect this order block quite nicely. Only this one goes into it a little bit. And on the 1 minute, we get some more context with the lower order blocks which are touched. And as I said, price first respects the fair value gap beautifully, moves into a premium, moves back down into a deep discount once again, and then it moves away. And here we have again entries following entries, so very nice, from this low to this high. So we again have a low, we broke this high, another higher high, uptrend, price then comes back down. There is a fair value gap right below equilibrium in a discount with a down close candle right here. Price goes down, touches this down close candle, respects it beautifully, and then it moves away. And we have one more setup from this low to this high right here. A little further, a little bit more distance on that one. And as you can see, beautiful fair value gap right here in a quite deep discount. Price moves down into a deep discount, touches this order block right here, and then it moves away once more, taking out that high. And we've already taken the liquidity above these highs, and that was the highest it moved up after the drop. So a couple of nice entries, and I think this is also visible on the 3 minute. Yeah, on the 3 minute it's just a little bit different, but it moves up, comes back down, touches this down close candle, which is the order block, and then it moves away once more, goes into this up close candle, which is a order block again. It's a bearish order block. Like this is a bullish order block which price touches and then goes higher, and this is a bearish order block which price touches and then goes lower. So these were all the setups in this up move, and there were a couple, there were like 4 or 5 setups in this up move alone, which is quite nice with consecutive entries, so very nice price delivery. And then there is one more. I mean, after this high we have the lunch consolidation, like price moves down, consolidates a bit, moves up again, and then eventually after lunch it breaks down. And here we have price breaking down, breaking below these lows right here, this low, this low, and this low, but not yet breaking below this low. So we expect liquidity below here. Now we take the fib tool from this high to this low. We also denote the fair value gap which is in here, and what we can see is price moves back up into the fair value gap in a premium, and then after touching this fair value gap in a premium, it crashes down to take out this low right here, and move back below the previous week's low. There it then reverses again and starts to consolidate upwards a bit. Yeah, so that was a setup on a 5-minute, and there were no setups on a 15-minute or anything, so that's the highest time frame setup we have. And I think that's all the setups, or at least I know that's all the good setups that I found, all the good setups that I'm gonna journal. And as I said, really nice price delivery in this up move with consecutive entries. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment if you want to see anything else, or if you have suggestions or questions or anything, just leave them in the comment section down below. And yeah, I hope I see you again. I hope you have a nice day, and I hope you're safe. Bye.